All right, it is Friday, August 20th. Man, the days fly by. Almost at the end of the month again. Um, Market is closed, 4:44 Eastern Time on the East Coast. The Dow was up 225. It came back nicely from that little blip on the daily chart. You know, touched that 50-day bounce. NASDAQ plus 172, S&P plus 35. Everything's still grinding up. You know, Bitcoin's at 48,000 here. That really came back from 30,000. I thought that 30,000 was not going to hold, get a 20, 25,000. Yeah, no one's right all the time. So I definitely was wrong about that. Crude oil, I predicted that. I might have videos going way back. How this double top at about 77, you could call it. And, you know, crude's going down right now. So hit that. Yeah, had a few little bounces, but we're continually down. I think crude's going to get, we'll see, check 60. That's big support at 60. If 60 doesn't hold, I mean, I'm looking at the chart here. You know, you could get a 50 to 55. We'll see what happens with that. You know, COVID's playing a big part right now. It has had on CNBC, the Fed meeting is going to be virtual. They're not going out to Wyoming. Now, you got to be kidding me. First of all, Wyoming is not New York City where like millions of people walking around, and Wyoming's a big open space and they're afraid to get COVID. They can't like space people out. So that's the whole other thing. This COVID thing is absolutely ridiculous. It's just absurd. If your immune system is strong, you're not eating junk food, you're keeping your weight good, you know, working out, sleeping good. You know, it's just like any other thing out there, like the flu. The flu's been around for, you know, thousands and thousands of years, and we don't stop life because of the flu. Oh, it's on the door handle. It's in the air. Let's panic. Let's wear a mask. Let's hide of life. This is truly unbelievable. I don't know. It's some sort of agenda they have. I'm not sure what, you know, what the end goal is to keep people suppressed, I guess. It's just bizarre. So really strange out here. All right, let's look at some top movers today. RGC, I call this a pump stock. So in my thumbnail, I have RGC pump stock leads the way. You know, it was 236% when I'm going to print this. So, you know, it was up pretty high. Now, on the daily chart in this stock, you can see this is formed back in July. Yeah, this went down. Nothing going on. Look at the volume here. 2,000, like nothing. And then today explodes with 10 point, what was the volume? 10.7 million. What was the actual news on this? Can't even get news on here. FinBiz doesn't have news in this, but if anyone knows the news as I'm doing this, I put the video, just write it in comments when I put this video out. But if you don't understand stocks, this is a pump stock no matter what. You go to the 1 minute. When a stock goes right here, this little candle here, what's this, about 723? This is the 1 minute. And then look where it went to, the high today of 2670. Now, a lot of stocks move big, you know, 10 to 20, 2 to 30, whatever. But this is a stair step. You got to know the pattern. When this stock does this, is the 1 minute. Up, halt, up, halt. It's like, I call it riding a stair stepper. So, you know, as you're moving up, it keeps doing this. There's no sell yet. You're looking for a definite candle to sell. It keeps going. So if you're down here, you're fine. Even though this is a crazy stock, on this you have to get out on the, you know, red candle. You're trying to get out. And right here in the 1 minute, this was it. Right here, this was the 1926. Then it went sideways, then down. Now, if you're playing the 1 minute, you know, it's easy. This is the first red candle. This isn't rocket science. That's when you get out. Then it did bounce. On these, most of the time when they make this run, they'll go down, they'll flatten sideways. Sometimes they'll even be halted for a longer time frame. But this bounced again. So this was really surprised. And then here's another move down from 26. That's the times I would use the 1 and 2 minute. You know, if you're a scalper too. 3 minute. You can see here, this was the first red candle. Then we go down, we touch these 38.2 fibs, bounce up. Look where we bounced to. Right there. There it is. And look at the 5 minute. See this up, sideways up. First right candle. It's just nothing major here. That's when you get out. You have a big gainer. Now, if you want to get back in here, it's kind of dangerous in this stock. On these pump stocks, they could go right through. They could do this. I've seen that before, and just like, or hold again and go down. On these, I'd be very careful and just get out on the first candle. If you're playing this, you can get in and out a lot. That's fine if you're real experienced. So, and then you see it's falling now. But this is a great run long, but it's a pump stock. It's different from even regular movers. The regular movers, you have consistency at least. This is like halt, halt. So you got to be careful on that. All right, so that's FLGC. This is from the daily chart. Newer IPO again. This stock ran. This ran from July 26th all the way up. There's a shooting star. That's a sell signal. Came back 4 days and bounced. Here's a green candle. Nice bounce today. Now, this is a tougher chart to read. You had over 9. At least they go long, too. Then a big pull up here in a 5-minute. And then this like chopped around. See this? 11. You're just chopping all over the place. But it did grind up. See this? It grinded up slowly. So, on this next week, this could bounce even further. You're getting oversold. Maybe it'll retest that high. GOBX. And here's this is a classic. I call there's about 3 to 5 moves pre-market are going to tell you pretty much what's going to happen. See, this moved halfway up from here, from yesterday. So, what do you have here? What's this going to do? Is this going to break up further? Sideways, now break down, break back up. This bounced way up here to 850, and it was 5 a.m. Who's going to trade at 5 a.m.? Almost no one. So then it faded, bounce, bounce, and it faded down. Just draw your line here. Never get over really, and it faded, continually faded. You had a few bounces here. Not great longs though at all. So this is a classic move to the downside. I should put this on. VOVX. So look at the spikes here too. See this? Very choppy, spiky stock. Every stock has a personality too. They all have a personality. Here's a newer IPO too. Look at this. This came formed, below 350. It's now 611. Nice run here. It's hard to get data on stocks like this because there's no information at all. There's nothing. You can't go by any indicators or anything. It just grinded up 5, came back. Just kept going long. See this trend? The lows here kept getting higher. CITB, nothing. These are all popping up. PXLW, Pixelworks Incorporated. This is another choppy stock. This has been around forever, just chopping around. So, this found 380, bounced, kept going up. A lot of these stocks, they were like that. They made a long pull up, and then they started just to grind, and then eventually just kept going, a lot of them. So, tougher move. You can play line to line here. Not a big gainer, but it did maybe profit. GMVD, another stock that's forming. There must be a ton of IPOs happening this year. So draw your line. So now you have a top to bottom, your Fibonacci retracement. You just started off 450, came down, tried to bounce. Eventually found the bottom here, and the last 4 days have been really good. Today was very good volume. Now, thing on this one too, this is a terrible chart to actually trade though. This one straight up, pre-market, big pull down, tried to bounce, went up. Look at the volume. The volume's shady. So you want to stay away from that. You want consistency in the stock, unless you're going to get in and out real fast like a scalp. Here's View. There's another stock. It's formed back last December. Now the trend's down here. It bounced up way early 2021. Crashed a few bounces here. May was a nice move. Now you have a trend line. So what's the trend on this? The trend is down. Your highs are getting lower and your lows are getting lower. It did make a good bounce. So will this come back up to 7? It's possible. They want to bring it back up here. Very oversold down here. The weekly. I actually like the weekly here. Look at this. Say red over white, it's all bearish. This was 3, 6, 7, 8, 8 out of 9 days red. See, look at this. And now you have white crossing of red. That's very bullish. You know, we might bounce further next week. So 355, 365, and yeah, nice little run here. SNTG, you know, not much volume. And this is another IPO, Jesus. Put this down here. A few moves here, then we went sideways. Could be interesting. You could make it back to 10 here. This is a very speculative stock. Not a good volume though. Keep an eye on that next week. JOBY, Joby Aviation. Another kind of crazy stock. This was way up there this year in February. Came down to 10. Look at this move, this choppy move. You can trade this or swing. This is crazy. I don't know how you do it, but it's oversold now. Did bounce. Yeah, this is the same chart you'll see a lot. Now the volume's not great on here. 30,000. Yeah, it's enough to trade. This is above 1320 EMA. See this 875.9. And this keeps grinding up. Very nice move long. You got what, 75 cents on this? You got in down here, or maybe $1.25. I mean, plus. So not bad. GRNQ. Here's another one. You just play what the chart does. They're bringing this pole up right away. If you want to jump in on a first move, you know, chances are this isn't going to die after one move. I haven't seen that very often. They'll at least run it. 95 up. All these green candles in the 5-minute. Here it is, shooting star. Yeah, if you want to stay in here, you're taking a chance because after that run, yeah, it's at least got to pull back. Sideways, sideways, pulls back, and just bounce again. A lot of people got caught. They thought this was going to run. Not going to happen. Not from a move here to here. I doubt it. And it depends on the stock. When you see stock run like 2 to 20, you get a feel for it too. You get a feel for the volume and everything. See the volume drop off. Fade it down, and you know, this thing crashed. There's that colored candle where it didn't hold. AMRS, not bad here. Once we get over 1250, you know, straight line, straight run long. QFIN. Oh yeah, here's a wedge here. So this formed a wedge in the daily. It's coming out of it, very oversold. You know, nice little move today. And this is more of a swing. I think this could go further here on the weekly. Here it is again. You're red over white, crossing over now. Good potential here. You watch out for a swing. What else is down here? BTCM, bit mining. This came from this big 35 move back in February. Channel down. You know, making a move up here. Here's a move down, move up. Trying to reclaim that. You know, this could be 10 next week sometimes possible. I like this long. Weekly, you're just coming up oversold, so it looks pretty good. What else we got here? Seal. Here's another one. See this wedge? Very tight wedge on Seal. Weekly is just buried. Look at all these red candles. Yeah, you have a good potential for this to bounce further on Seal. ALLO. See that? This puts big moves and then down, then bounces. Yeah, could we get another bounce here? It's possible. SBS trying to break out today. Yeah, really sharp long. 610, not a bad little gainer, 80 cents. XIN, this has remained elevated. I said this on stock splits. This continues to stay up here. There's another one, FULC. So remaining very high on the chart, not coming down. Yeah, once this was over 23, $3 gain now. PBF Energy, A lot of these energy names dropped hard, so this is trying to come up here. Nice bounce today. Yeah, I still think energy is going to go lower. There is a hurricane that might hit the East Coast, but it looks like it's going towards New England. Yeah, it could cause some flooding. We'll see New York City, around the whole East Coast. We'll see what happens with that. MRIN, Marin Software. This was up near 26, 27. Yeah, pullback really hard, 545. Oversold. This remains bottomed. When's it going to explode up? Well, today it tried. That's a good sign. Weekly, you're at a 16, not crossed over yet, though. So it's trying to bounce up. These are like long, winding moves. So, take some time. It's, trying to break up. You can see it getting knocked down. Eventually, it will explode up to some degree. I don't think it's going to be back to that high, though. Here's another one, SRGA. See this big channel down. Breakout. Look at the volume here on the breakout. YMM, full truck coming out. Junk stock. This is pump. XTLB. And that's it. So, some decent gainers today. Bitcoin, a lot of these Bitcoin stocks that are involved in Bitcoin mining, whatever they do, they popped. Some different type of stocks today. So the market was up. Now let's take a look at the SPY. See the SPY again getting tighter and tighter. All these little dips have been bought. You can say all the way down from here. They dropped here. But it's bought. All these were bought. Another one. Here's another one. This came back. Small move, coming back up again. So, but this is getting so high up there. Look at this. See the tightness? You just got to read on chart patterns. This is a rising wedge, and it is bearish, and we will come down pretty hard. Now, is it 5%, 10%, 20%? I don't know. We'll see what happens how they push it. See the VIX. The VIX was starting to move. VIX came down really hard. Look at this candle. So cross back over. Yeah, we've had moves all the way up towards 28, but can't get over this 24 level. Do you see this here, though? This is what's interesting. See the low? That was back in April, then May, and July. See how it's getting higher, though? Very slightly. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's moving up. That tells me a bigger move is going to happen now. That's why I thought this could be the start of a bigger move, but not. You need some sort of event. You need something to happen. Hasn't happened yet. So that's why I keep saying the next 6 months, look out for something really strong pullback. And when you're at these highs on the SPY, to get in, people with a lot of money, they don't want to keep putting things in at the high. They're not getting much value in return. If you get a drop like this, yes, or a pullback to 360 something here, that's a great buy long term. So, that's what they want. No one wants to buy at any high. And how long is it going to keep going? That's the point for a pullback. So, we'll see what happens again on that. All right, so that's it. Again, your moves are going to be early, pre-market. If you're day trading, short or long, depends your style. 1-2 minutes, a scalper. 3 minute and up is more of you're going to hold longer, probably at least 5 minutes, 2 hours. So, play your pattern, play your game. Don't watch other people what they're doing, and you can make money. There's no doubt about it. All right, that's it for this video. Subscribe to Mike Cayman Trade Alerts on YouTube. Smash the like button, leave comments. Twitter, Mike J Trades. Instagram, I think it's Mike Cayman Alerts now. Stock Twits, Mike Cayman Alerts. TikTok, Mike Cayman Trades, I think. And that's it. Peace.